Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. Not gonna waffle for ages, this is the Shadows of Evil PackaPunch guide. You're gonna want to pick up the writer's pen in the junction and then go to Nero's lair. When you get to the lair, you're gonna place the pen on the table, as seen here, and then begin the ritual. These things will spawn in, and what you're going to want to do is avoid them, i.e. stay alive, and after about 30 seconds or so, maybe a little less, they'll all disappear and the ritual will be complete. I should point out that these things that spawn in, the keepers, do not need to be killed for you to complete the ritual, but you can kill them if you want to or need to in order to survive. Also, I just want to briefly mention that you can complete the rituals in any order, but I recommend you do this one first just because it's so close to the spawn. You'll be able to pick up one of 4 gateworms. Next, we need to get another item in order to start another ritual. So in this video, am going to do the one that gives me the hairpiece. Go over to that torch in the Footlight High Street area of the map, and you'll notice the grappling hooks at the tops of the buildings. Grapple over to this one up here, turn around, give that a zap to open the stairs, and then you should very easily be able to just hop across and hit this box down. This is what it's going to look like when you have hit it down, little hairpiece on the floor for you to pick up. We're going to bring that hairpiece to the Black Lace Burlesque. You'll notice the summoning table on the center of the stage there. Just run on over to it and plop down the hairpiece. Once you've done that, obviously, you need to begin the ritual itself. And again, same process as before. Multiple keepers will spawn. Don't worry about killing them. If you can avoid killing them, then you might as well conserve your ammo, but feel free to kill them if need be to survive, and basically outlive the keepers, and they'll eventually disappear, and you'll get your gateworm. So, we got 1 gateworm from Nero's lair, and our second now from the Black Lace Burlesque. After your second gateworm, regardless of where you get them from, you're going to get a Margwa spawning in. Be wary of it, it should be reasonably easy to take out as long as you're careful. For the next item, the championship belt, I've got 2 views for you. In the top left, we're going to have the beast mode player, and in the bottom right, we're going to have the player that actually picks the belt up. I didn't necessarily need to keep in all this extra footage at the beginning of the beast mode, where I zap the generators and break some boxes and things like that, but I figured it might make it a bit easier for you guys when you're first learning the map to get to where I'm telling you to get to. It's on the way to the waterfront district, there's an upturned canoe and a mystery box location. That's where you want to be. Look at the beast mode player here. You need to grapple up, as I just did, and then grapple across to that opposite building. That's where the box is, knock it down, and then, if we look at the other player's point of view now, we'll see that that is where the part is going to land, just below where the box initially was. If you've made it this far, congratulations, you're definitely making good progress. We're now about to get our third of 4 gateworms. Again, place the championship belt on the summoning table, and then begin the ritual. The keepers will spawn, and it's the exact same as before. You won't get a Margwa this time, which is quite nice, but you will get a Margwa on your 4th attempt, or rather, your 4th ritual, which we'll see in just a moment. While we have a slight lull in the action, I want to say 2 things. First of all, please like the video if you're enjoying this no-nonsense style of guide for Shadows of Evil Zombies, and secondly, if you're confused about where exactly I am right now, it's the anvil, which is the boxer's boxing ring. You can find it in the waterfront right at the bottom of all the slopes leading down to the water itself. We're actually very nearly there now. The 4th and final part that you're going to need to start your 4th ritual is down here in the canals. You're going to need beast mode to break the box. It's just to the right of that portal that you can open as well when you're in beast mode, but it's going to be the badge, and we're going to use that in the top of the ruby rabbit to get this 4th ritual started. I'm speeding it up here because you have seen this process 3 times previously, and if you're playing along with the video, chances are you know exactly what you need to do at this point. Like I said though, remember a Margwa is going to spawn towards the end of the ritual, and so you need to be ready for that once you pick up your gateworm. By the way, if it says that you're already holding a gateworm, then don't worry, that's perfectly normal if you're in, say, a 2-player game. It just means that you're going to have to do multiple trips to the PackaPunch room. So that's exactly where we're going to head now. We've done all 4 rituals, and so what that will mean is that these symbols on the wall that you're about to see will all be lit up. Once they're all lit up, the wall will disintegrate, and you'll be able to go through into the PackaPunch room itself. This is a very cool sequence here, but before we can initiate it, we need to place all 4 gateworms down. So in this particular 2-player game, as I mentioned, I'm placing 1 gateworm on one side, another on the other side, and then I'm going to have to make another journey back, pick the other gateworms up, and return, as I just have done, to the PackaPunch room. We're going to put those other 2 gate worms down in the center here, and that will build more of the bridge across the middle of the room. And once that has been complete, we can begin the ritual from the table on the other side of the room to where I am right now. There's a striking similarity between this sequence here and the 4 rituals that you've just completed. Keepers spawn in, all you've got to do is survive for a set amount of time, and by the way, I just realized that I didn't mention, what I'm doing here to get across is I'm wall running. Just the regular way that you do it in Call of Duty Black Ops 3, no tricks, no hidden magic going on here, just literally me running towards the side of the wall and pressing X, and it will automatically grapple on for you. That's X on a PS4 controller, by the way. I know it seems obvious, but some people literally need to be told this. Once you've done that, the Shadow Man will appear.
Your service to the overlords is appreciated. Our complete assimilation of this dimension will now proceed.
It's pretty spooky stuff, but the good news is you now have access to the PackaPunch. Remember that stone disc at the back of the room that you saw before? Yeah. That's now split open in the center, as you're about to see, and you can stick your guns in for 5 grand to get back a PackaPunched weapon. I've been MrRoflWaffles. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, then leave a like. If you haven't, let me know why in the comment section down below. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.